Off to a good start. In on the rail is later in the night out of that one hole. Right there to the right is where we find Fool Bewitch You, who's in between horses second. Far outside third is Cam's Recess. Watching it happen on the rail, Artesia is fourth. Fifth back to Drunk and Dramatic. We see Nellie Ann and Boart's Hanover rounding out the field as we move along on the backside. It's a length and a half advantage here for later in the night, who is in on the rails. We started off 8-5 on the board. Later in the night is your leader, 28-3 as we go to the upper turn. Fool Bewitch You is on the rail for a second. Another length and a quarter back to Cam's Recess for third. Fourth is Artesia. Fifth now to find a Drunk and Dramatic. The even money betting favorite is sitting there fifth with Nellie Ann and Boart's Hanover rounding him out. Sean Thayer, who won the first race today, looking for an early daily double sweep as he's sitting there last as we come off the turn. On top of the field later in the night is showing the ways. Later in the night in Gary Mosher, we get to the half. Up on the outside, Cam's Recess now comes to join the party, 59-3. They go through the half back into the clubhouse turn. Later in the night is your leader. Up on the outside second is Cam's Recess. Rail third is Fool Bewitch You. Outside on the rail fourth, Drunk and Dramatic now starting to make the move up on the outside. In on the rail is Artesia and Brian Blanchard. Far outside is Nellie Ann, and the rail is Boart's Hanover trailing. As we get to the three-quarter pole, it's still later in the night. A lot of movement behind her, but later in the night is still on top by a length and a quarter and 129 flat. We go into the upper turn, and it's later in the night on top. Here comes a Cam's Recess taking another shot at the leader. Cam's Recess up on the outside. Later in the night, still in on the rail, on top by a length and a quarter. As we go through the upper turn, an eighth of a mile left. Later in the night's been challenged a couple times. Cam's Recess is in on the rail second as we come off the turn. Later in the night at 8-5 on the board, trying to go gate to wire in this one. It's later in the night in Gary Mosher. Cam's Recess with a chance up on the outside. Back by three quarters. Cam's Recess late charge. Photo finish at the wire. Gets up even as we cross the mile here in 1:59-2. Drunk and Dramatic was there third. But it's a photo finish, late rally in the last 50 yards by Cam's Recess to get into a photo finish with Later in the Night, who is the leader all the way around. It'll be a photo here in race number 2. Fractions in this one go 28-3 at the first quarter, 59-3 at the half, 129 even at the three-quarter pole, and 159-2 is the win time here, and it's a photo finish on that win between Later in the Night, who was on the rail, and Cam's Recess, who was there for on the outside, as we'll see how that one shakes out as they cross the mile here, almost even as they crossed in race number 2. Late rally by Cam's Recess to get in the photo. We'll see how it shakes out. Judges still looking at this photo here in race number 2. Hold on tickets till it is official. And if you're near one of the monitors, you can see that photo finish here for the win. A tight photo. The 6, Cam's Recess was on the outside. In on the rail was Later in the Night. No official word yet. A tight photo here in the second. 6, 1, 5, 4. Your winner is Cam's Recess by the slimmest of margins. Of Flared Nostril gets the win for Cam's Recess, who's your race winner here in the second. They were both holding around the winner's circle, waiting to see what comes in, and the winner is Cam's Recess in 1:59-2. Late rally as we came down the stretch. And Cam's Recess gets there for the win. Later the night was second, Drunk and Dramatic third. Fool Bewitch You was fourth. In the winner's circle, the 8-year-old mare by Cam Luck. It's Michael Pease of Appleton.